can I put in?
Let's talk about 2016. Let's talk about what happened in 2016. 2016, I took the biggest leap in life. I quit my job right when I got out of high school. I was working with Lowe's. So I worked with Lowe's for about 5 years, and I finally quit my job in 2016. I was a salesman. I was a flooring salesman. I worked myself up from being a cashier, regular salesperson, to electrical pro. I really don't know why I quit. I just really needed a big break. I really needed to do something different in life. I just had to do something different in life. I knew there was way more than just working 40 hours a day, 40 hours a week, whatever they do now, 40 hours a week or 80 hours in 2 weeks. And then I pretty much just started doing this. I started filming. I went on vacations, or it wouldn't be called vacations no more because I don't have a job. Me and Mao, 2016, we did Hawaii, California, Las Vegas. We did a road trip, and we also did the Bahamas. So we did like a lot of cruise, like a lot of stuff that people don't get to do until they're retired, or until, I don't know, until they have time off of work to do. So it's crazy that we were able to accomplish those trips, those experiences in 1 year. And it was just, what do I regret it? I don't regret a single moment. I kind of do regret Vegas because when we got to Vegas, I was sick. And 5 minutes ago, I just got out of the restroom just got done dumping all that puke out in the trash can bin. So I didn't really get to explore as much as I could. I didn't have the energy. I didn't feel like we're going out exploring. Like when we were in Vegas, we didn't explore the nightlife. It was that crazy. Like by the time it was 8 o'clock, we went to the hotel already. So I need to go back to Vegas, do Vegas right, take some LSD and have a good time there. I'm just kidding, I don't do LSD, but and then I also got into the videography. I got my cameras. I started to learn how to vlog. Well, I knew how to vlog already. Like before getting to camera, like I was always a video guy, so I always film stuff, GoPro my adventures and stuff like that. Starting at day 2, as you guys can see, I just got done packing. Oh man, I took down the tent. Still got to put all the shit back on the bike. It was until 2016 when I bought my first DSLR, the Canon 70D. And then I was like, man, I want a stabilizer for this, and then that's when I really started to push myself into getting more like cinematic shots and start learning how to do cinematography, stuff like that. Started doing stuff like that. I was doing a lot of stuff for free. I'm still doing a lot of shoot for free, because I love doing it. So 2016, I was shooting a bunch of car stuff, like the Friday night car meets for free, and just getting content out there, because during that time I researched and I was looking like who's doing videos in Anchorage, Alaska. I couldn't find anybody that was really doing like cool videos. Like, I'm not talking about commercial video, that's a whole different stuff, but just people creating good content. So I didn't find anyone. So I just started filming stuff, filming cars. I went on to doing drone footage of sceneries, Alaska, and then pretty much it just evolved from that. And then it went to like doing small business, local business videos and stuff like that. If I was to sum it up, I have probably about over 10 terabytes of footage just from 2016. Maybe not 10, but maybe at least 8 terabytes. And I'm talking about terabytes, not gigabytes, terabytes. What else did we do in 2016? I think, yeah, so we did so let's rewind. So the first thing we did was Hawaii. So we took our trip in Hawaii, Hawaii 2016. We did 2 weeks in Hawaii, and then when we got back from Hawaii, our friend Ree, she was like, hey Nu, I need you to go down to Omaha. Was it Omaha? No, it wasn't Omaha. I need you to go down to Ohio and pick up my new travel trailer, take my truck. So I took Reese. So right when we got back from Hawaii, we had like 3 or 4 days to prepare ourselves. So we just got back from a 2-week vacation, no, 2-week adventure in Hawaii. Came back home, reloaded, and then we were back on the road. We took Reese's truck, the Tacoma, drove all the way down to Ohio, pick up the travel trailer, the Wood Puff. We took like a 10-day trip. It was crazy. We drove down and came back up in 10 days. It was super crazy. It was just, We have just arrived in the beautiful state of Montana. It's 8:24 p.m. and we're gonna head down to Minnesota. Hopefully we can make it by tomorrow morning. Now that I think about it, it's like, whoa, what the heck? How the fuck did we do it? Like, when we were driving down to Ohio, we were basically driving non-stop. There wasn't a single day, or there wasn't a single time where the car shut off for more than 1 hour. We basically drove non-stop, back and forth through Canada. And then when we finally arrived in Minnesota, we started slowing down. You know, we started getting food, and then when we got to Wisconsin, which is where one of my sister lives, we finally stayed one night with her, and then after that, we continued our trip. We drove down to Ohio, which was like maybe a 2-3 hour drive. Picked up the travel trailer. We are here. Woo! Ree, which one did you buy? This. And then we started driving back up. We didn't rush this time. You know, we had a big, 10,000 pound trailer, so we're taking our time and we're enjoying the scenery, and it was more comfortable because we have a trailer to sleep in now. We weren't sleeping in the car and stuff like that. What did we do that following summer? I think following summer, one of my grandpa passed away in California, so I headed down to California. Just California. I went down to California, and then after that, around like it was around, I forgot what month it was, but I'll put a date when we went to Las Vegas. So after that, our next trip, our next trip was Las Vegas. So I sold my truck. Craziest thing I've ever done. I sold my Toyota pickup truck, and I was gonna buy a van because I wanted a van to do more road trips, sleep in the van, and also just carry all my camera gear. So I sold my truck. I don't regret it, but I do miss my truck. Hopefully one day I can get another truck, but I sold my truck, and the plan was to go down to California, buy a van down there, drive to Vegas, and then drive back up to Alaska. But then that didn't happen. I ended up buying a van in Alaska because it was a good price, but then unfortunately that van had a shitty transmission. So, and then we already had our tickets bought for California already. We already bought the tickets for California already, so we're like, screw it. Let's just go to California, and then we'll take the Greyhound bus or whatever that bus is. We'll just take the bus from California, Sacramento. So we went to Sacramento, stayed with my sister for a couple days, and then we took I think it was the Greyhound bus or something like that, but it's one of those city bus that moves from state lines. So we basically, it was pretty crazy. It was like a 1 day trip, a full day of driving in the bus. And the craziest thing, this is the bus experience I didn't tell you guys about. So after I left my sister's place in Sacramento, that's when I got sick. I was feeling like nausea. I didn't feel like I have energy, and I think I might have got food poisoning at my sister's place. So I don't know what happened there. So basically me and Mal, we hop on the bus, and the reason why we did that because the bus was probably one of the cheapest way to get to Las Vegas. We didn't want to buy another ticket because we didn't want to buy another tickets to Las Vegas. We fly from Sacramento to Las Vegas. We didn't want to do that. So the bus ride was only like $100. It was $80 or $90 for both of us, me and Mal, from Sacramento to Las Vegas. It was the craziest experience ever, just riding the bus with like different type of people, and people had their own story, had their own life, and it was crazy. And the most memorable thing that happened on that bus was when I was feeling sick. I was getting diarrhea. So what happened was, last stop in Los Angeles, and then we're heading to Las Vegas. So we'll be in Vegas by 8 p.m. The last trip, Los Angeles to Las Vegas, or something like that. I had to go use the number 2 in the restroom. If you ever ridden these bus, the restroom are kind of like the airplanes. It's at the back of the bus, but then there's people sitting at the back too. So basically, I went into the bathroom and I pretty much killed the bathroom. Like, smoked it crazy. I come out, and then there's these ladies there just like, oh my, I'm not gonna be stereotyped, but they're like African American ladies. They're like, boy, what did you do? And like, I guess I pretty much stunk the whole back, and it was kind of embarrassing, but at the same time it wasn't, because it was already nighttime, so the bus was kind of dark, and it's like, hide your face. But yeah, I pretty much went into the bathroom, just like exploded in there, and pretty much stunk up that whole bag. Thank goodness me and Matt, we weren't sitting in the back, we were sitting in the middle. So Yeah, that was one of the most memorable experience on the bus ride. I probably won't ever take that bus again, because those bus rides, they're cheap, they're inexpensive. If you're on a budget, I understand why people do it, because it's cheap. It's a good way to get from one place to one place. It's inexpensive, but then it's really uncomfortable, and it's also very time consuming. I mean, we spent almost one day just riding the bus, and it was super boring. I mean, it's nice that you get to drive and just kind of see places go by and forth, like pass through town and stuff like that, but it was really a waste of time. I mean, I think I would have spent the extra money and just fly to Vegas, get there ASAP, and start having fun and stuff like that. So we get to Vegas, and then I think we spent about, I think it was a 3 or 4 day trip, 4 or 5 day trip. I forgot how long it was, but it was like a 4 or 5 day trip in Las Vegas. We kind of we explored a little bit. I mean, we didn't explore as much as I wanted to because I was kind of sick, but you know, we did check out like most of the popular hotels, casinos. We rented the car and went to the Hoover Dam, drove out to the Hoover Dam, which was really nice. Wish I could have flown my drone, but I couldn't. And then that's the end of Las Vegas. Something did happen in Las Vegas, but I'm not going to talk about it, because whatever happens in Las Vegas stays in Vegas. And then me and Mao, we decided to do a cruise. We always want to do a cruise trip, so we decided to book a cruise to the Bahamas. It was really nice because we were using our Alaska Airlines, and pretty much the Bahama trip cost us no more than like $1,100 to maybe $1,300 for both of us, because our flights was pretty much free. I think we had like we have enough miles or whatever it was to cover our flight ticket, and the only thing we had to pay for was just the cruise package. And when I first got introduced to cruise trip, I thought they were expensive, because I always thought that, man, they're like a luxury thing. But if you do your research, cruise trip are really not that expensive, because, for example, me and Mao, we paid like $900. That's our ticket to go on the cruise for like 4 or 5 days. It was a 4 or 5 day cruise. For that $900, that gets both of us one nice room, actually, not their standard room, like the next one up from a standard room. The thing about cruise trip is that ticket covers like your food and everything. The only thing it doesn't cover is like drinks, like alcohol, and any kind of fun stuff you want to do on the cruise, like the casino, that's not free. They have like special activities where you have to pay for it, that's not free. But most of the activities in the cruise ship is free, like, you know, the swimming, the rock climbing, the slingshot jump. There's like the slingshot trampoline style thing. If you go on a cruise, that price you pay is really nice, because you're being fed. There's like 24/7 food everywhere, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then when you land to the islands, or when you land to your destination, you can go out and you can decide if you want to spend money on food or experience the culture, whatever it is. Which we did. You know, we went out, you know, I think we bought some food, and we also bought some souvenirs, but we didn't spend too much at all. So I highly recommend everybody do a cruise trip. The most important thing is that don't wait till you're young. Don't wait till you're old. Do not wait till you're old to do these things. I'm 26 right now. It's crazy. I'm 26. I'm almost at 30 years. But it's nice that we did it during our younger ages. 24. I think I was 24 or 25 back then. I was 24 back then. 24 years old, yeah. So I highly recommend you guys do these kind of trips when you're still young. Maybe when you don't have kids still, because you know, it'll be cheaper. You don't have to worry about kids and stuff like that, unless you want to bring your kids with you. But no, it's super awesome. But I highly recommend everybody do it. Me and Mal were definitely looking to do another cruise. So the cruise was one of our last trip for 2016. We actually ended, you know, we did that around December. Yeah, to summarize it, 2016 was just really a year of freedom and just taking that leap of faith and not working 9 to 5 no more, and having my own time. I mean, Mal was still working at that time, but her job was really flexible with her schedule, so she was able to take those time off and go on vacation or go on these adventures with me. And I moved up in 2002, and 2016 was the first time I ever got back on an airplane. So it was just a really cool experience to just start traveling again, getting on an airplane, and like experiencing the travel life and just getting pumped up. Like when we did the Hawaii trip, I was so pumped up. I vlogged every single day, and like my vlogs were just like kind of, I go back and look at my vlogs and I was just like, it was kind of cringy, but I'm kind of glad that I recorded everything during that time, because those memories will be cherished forever now. Enjoy life. Don't work too much. Don't get focused too much on the rat race. Don't be scared to take time off, you know, even if it's like a month, you know, or 3 months, you know, just feel free to take the summer off of your work and just tell them, hey, you know, I'm taking the time off, and hopefully this year we'll be able to do some more traveling. We want to do another cruise hopefully by the end of this year, and maybe do like another Hawaii trip. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. It's about almost 20 minutes. It's almost a 20-minute video. So just let you guys know, you know, just enjoy life and just go out there and take a leap of life and just have fun, you know.